There is a long and storied history of people exchanging goods and services for something of equal or greater value. And maybe it's not always money. Barter wasn't a bad thing, and there's times barter can still be a good thing. I get it, sometimes it's great to bargain. However, there is a dark and bizarre side to bartering that's kind of popped up recently. And that begs us the question. Let's consider if doing it for the exposure gets you anything in the end. Is it really worth it to do it for the exposure? All right, I'll see you back here after the intro. I'm E.H. Howard, and welcome back. And this is Consider This. And this is a show where we look at the moral, ethical issues and challenges that face small home and solopreneur businesses, and try and see if we can kind of have a conversation with each other, feel less alone in the world, feel a little like we're more attached to each other, that we're not the only one going through some of these problems, and kind of see what other people have come up with as a solution, how we might solve it. There are no right answers. There are no wrong answers through any of this. The challenge is whatever is the answer is right for you, all right? Because your business, your experience, everything in regards to the answer is specific to you, and no one can tell you it's right, no one can tell you it's wrong, all right? Because none of us have walked in your shoes. Close, but maybe not. All right, so today's question, what I want you guys to think about what you would do in this situation is, you are approached by a local influencer, okay? We all have a number of people in our area who are local celebrities. They've got thousands of followers on the gram. They have a Facebook group with, all these followers, what have you. Every neighborhood has them, okay? You're approached by this influencer, and they want to purchase your best, your best-selling service, your best-selling good, your best-selling offering, in exchange for exposure, okay? You give them what they want, and they will then post it to their millions of fans, their throngs of eager content creators, and then your business will explode with business, and everybody will be happy. Okay, that's the scenario. So what would you do? What would you do in that situation? And before you answer, let's consider some things, all right? Let's consider these things. What if you say no? What happens if you say no? Because you have two options here. You can say yes, you can say no, all right? There is no maybe. There isn't. That's not going to happen. If you say no, and again, we're a small home or solopreneur business. So, for us, someone who appears to have thousands of followers locally can seem to us to have some power, and some influence on things, and hence the term influencer. So saying no in our mind could make us feel like, I could be shooting myself in the foot. It could then, they could decide, hey, we're gonna post this. We wanted this person to help us. Well, actually, they've probably posted it publicly. Your response of maybe no publicly could incite and instigate, trolls, other people on the internet to just kind of jump on it. So there's that to consider as well. Now, if you say yes, what does that all entail? And that becomes a whole different scenario. If you say yes, how much are you going to be losing in this endeavor? You're going to be giving them something, but what are you getting back that's of equal or greater value? And let's be honest, you're probably going to do this at a loss. We can dress it up with, we're going to get exposure, but it's going to be a loss. Are you willing to take that loss? How much of a loss is it going to be? What happens if they come back, if you've set a precedent, if you said yes, And then they come back 2 weeks later and we're like, well, you did it last week for free. Can't you do it now? At what point do you jump off and start to say no? And then at that point, that could make what might not have been a bad situation, because now they have this precedent before them. They did it on all the day. So those are some things to consider before you answer. All right. And so I'd like you to leave your answers below. I'd like to have a conversation and start a dialogue about these things. I really kind of want to get to know, have you been in this experience? Has this happened to you? What has happened? How did you resolve it? Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Kind of leave everything in the comments below. If you want to jump on over to Patreon when we're done, over there we're going to be talking a little bit deeper about assessing of things. I'll talk a little bit about what I would have done and why I would have done it, some of the ethical and moral things that go into it, and get into a little bit deeper discussion. All right. As always, like and subscribe below. We're doing a lot of great things on YouTube right now. There's this, Few Moments with E.H. Howard, the Small Business Talk Show, 60 Seconds with E.H. Howard. Bop on over to Facebook and join the E.H. Howard Facebook page. Over there, we're doing the 2-minute challenge, which is similar to these, but in a little bit more fun, creative brainstorming kind of way, kind of get you thinking a little bit of things. That's it, I think. All right. Hopefully I'll see you over at Patreon in a little bit. If not, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.